Hey everyone, getting ready to do something that I've been thinking about for a while. Now we got some squirrels. I'm going to try to rotisserie one of these squirrels amongst the other types of ways we're going to cook some up from our harvest on Black Friday. This is a new one on me. This is the first time for me. I just skewered this thing and it was a unique experience. So it was the first time I've done that. So just make sure whenever you try this, if you want to, just make sure you pick the right size stick. This one's hardy enough to hold the squirrel, but it does take a little extra effort to get it in there. So anyhow, I'm gonna get the fire started and then we'll get into some of the ways we're gonna season it and get it cooked up.
You can watch our field cooking kit video for further explanation, but basically I'm mixing up oil and some key spices to brush onto the squirrel and apply as needed throughout the process.
And while I get the fire built up, it'll be a good time to burn off some of those hairs. You can kind of hear them sizzle and crack as it goes. I've seen guys online using a little torch to clean them off that way, but one way or another, once this thing's done, it'll be done. Careful, boy.
We'll get into the logistics of the skewer, support sticks, and the size of the fire a bit later. But the bottom line is, adjustments will need to be made to ensure an even cooking.
We're gonna get this guy up and over the flame and try to control that as it goes, but we can start adding, brushing on some marinade here. You just want to get in every little nook and cranny, but again, this is olive oil, so just be aware that it could feed the flame a little bit and just watch that. But as we paint it on here, and we'll apply multiple times, just kind of watch how it's doing. Get up under his armpit there. Just try to watch how everything's doing, get inside a little bit, and rotate him as necessary. You can always take him off and just brush him up a little bit and then put him back on as needed. It's like Bob Ross. Just gotta take nice little strokes, little brush strokes. Paint a happy little squirrel here and there.
Now, you'll notice by the end of the video that it must have taken hours because I lose a ton of light. I wasn't rotating the squirrel the whole time, of course. So it takes considerable fire management if the squirrel is sedentary to get an even cook. You can always take the stick out of its support and manually rotate the meat over the fire, much like a marshmallow. Of course, this isn't the most efficient for one person, especially if you have other stuff to manage. The supports are easy enough to make. I used a handsaw to cut where I needed them and a hatchet to make points, then hammer them into the ground. Try to get them as even to each other as you can, and the straighter the skewer, the better. I rotated the squirrel in a different position so it could cook more evenly, but based on the bend of the stick, the weight of the squirrel, and the crotch of the support sticks, I didn't have the most even resting place for the skewer. Something I may do different next time is to have some way to clamp the skewer to the support sticks so that you can achieve those proper positions to get the most even cook, since the skewer likes to find its easiest resting place.
I'm gonna try and get this rest of this oil and spices and everything and just get it dripped into the gut of this thing, this cavity. You can hear the oil sizzling in there, bubbling up a little bit. I'll rotate it around, try to get it in all the as much meat as it can touch. It's just gonna be a slow cook. Ooh, there it's popping. Kind of let it drizzle down the groin area, around the back. Maybe do it out the front a little bit. Oh, I can see the skin on the back starting to pop and break. So I'm gonna flip it over this way, let some of that oil drain out. My main man here is excited to get cracking. This is his only dinner, so he's really, really excited. Hasn't eaten all day.
And Mahlzeit. The skin was a bit tough, but the meat was super tender. It instantly reminded me of a turkey leg you would get at the fair. Now, this wasn't the quickest way to cook a squirrel, but it was fun and tasty. Thanks for watching. Be sure to share your favorite squirrel recipes with us, and as always, savor the hunt.